Welcome back to the Runs podcast. You were joined by me, Gareth, and Nikki, just back off a run, is it but?
Tuesday Vets Club, yes, mate.
Who's in the Vets Club?
Oh, it was Johnny Butler, but he's in a league of his own, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like way ahead. Then it was me, Joe, Dan, Craig Burrows, and then Mr. Varane and Mr. Hunt were late, so they were doing their own little thing after us, because they were half hour after us. But yeah, good little group again.
Yeah.
Tuesday's become a good effort session. Dropped again. The old man me dropped after 4 reps, as usual.
Who's dropping you, Joe?
All of them.
Fuck off.
Yes, don't worry about it. It is what it is, isn't it? Still putting the work in.
Yeah. It's like I said, isn't it? It's you a racing, it's you a run, it's you a fucking work.
Oh, my dog is just coming out, Reg. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Your training's going good. Feeling good, enjoying?
I bet I'm loving it, I mean, yeah, I'm loving being back. Feeling fit, obviously. I've done well in my races the last couple of weeks, months. So yeah, I've had a good solid block, mileage starting to creep up. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am.
Not long now, Caesar.
It's not, but what is it? I think less than 7 weeks to Snowdon. The race for the year, really.
Slipping away. Like, as soon as the months start to end in ER, it's Christmas, like, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're right, like, it is. That's a good point. But yeah, I say creeping away, I'm getting there with the mileage wise. It's the most I've done. I was talking to Leanne about it Sunday, because I met her in a Wenny, done my long run up and over. We had dinner down the Wenny, pottery calf. Highly recommended, people. Yeah, so we was on about it there, and yeah, I'm like, I'm getting some good miles in, and it's the most, I think I got to 60 miles this week. It's the most I've done since probably a year, because I got injured at podium, and then I crept into Chester just on one leg, and then rolled that into Valencia, and mad.
No, it is when you think about it like that, because podium was the other day, like, wasn't it? Like,
I know,
mad. Yeah. But it's again now next weekend, and that was where everything, you were flying going into podium, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then that happened, and then that's just all cemented into this little block that kind of finished with London, and I guess, didn't it? Somehow something happened, and it's been good again since London. Touch wood, like.
Touch wood, yeah. So you're right, yeah, it's mad now. That's a year, and we're back here again. But yeah, anyway, enough of me. What about you? You've had another good week.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, still enjoying it, but I think I just I done too much on a weekend too soon, maybe, which doesn't sound a lot, because it was like 6 miles on Saturday and 7 miles on Sunday. But that's the 7 miles, and that week's mileage was the highest mileage I've had since the week of Manchester Marathon. Like,
yeah,
but I felt it like my calf has been rock solid. I haven't run this week yet. I got a couple of days off now, so I'll fit some in now, and then maybe run the 5K in Tonopandi. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah, enjoying. But yeah, I think I jumped up to 6 and 7 from 3 without going through the 4 and the 5 maybe too soon.
Yeah, because like obviously we was in Barry Park on a weekend, and you did a 5K before it as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so Hot Wings rocked up, Matt rocked up, and then said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I was just going to do a couple of miles before," like, and then we ended up doing 3 miles, 3.1 5K, loop out to the Nap and back, and I really enjoyed it. And I used to be so, like, remember, it used to be headphones and dead against running with people, because I just didn't like it. But I'm converting, like, slowly but surely, and I enjoyed that. And then I jumped into the, obviously, park run, which was not as flat as the 3 miles we'd done beforehand. And then on the last loop, I was just cooked, like. But again, if that's like a longer race, that's probably where you take on nutrition or something as well, like, innit? So that was missing, because it was.
When you really
I didn't. All I had was a can of Monster before it, like, innit? So
yeah, well, like White Monster.
Yeah, but it's the same as people sculling coffees, like, it's just caffeine, innit? Just tastes nice.
It is, yeah. Caffeine, just hanging form of it.
Yeah, but like I said, Barry Park. I enjoyed Barry. Nice weekend, nice couple of hours. Quick dip in the sea.
Was.
Nice to see some familiar faces rocking up as well. Appreciate that all the time because
You do.
why are you following us around, like, innit? But it's
I know.
fun.
It was good, wasn't it? It was first time for me down there. Obviously, we said we'd go down, and yeah, I enjoyed the park run. It's not flat, that's for sure.
No.
And we wasn't warned about the very strong wind hitting our head all the way out.
It was a strong wind, wasn't it? But that's
Wasn't
beach. It's a beach, innit? Like it's the same across the
What
board.
can you do? It's the same down Pascal, same down Swansea,
Yeah.
always.
Exactly. And then we had a nice dip in the sea.
We did.
You're a baby when it comes to the water, innit?
Why now? I'm offering the colour of it or the temperature of it?
Yes, the temperature. It was like, I thought your balls had undropped when we went in there. Like,
Well, they did.
but it was
like,
like, and then
that initial getting in, I'm no good with that. I'm no good with the initial
I'm the
getting in.
same. But then once you get under, it's relatively warm, like, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't that bad. Like I say, it was being a baby. But yeah, it was nice dip. If the colour wasn't the usual
murky
colour, you couldn't see your hand.
No, you couldn't see fuck all. And then we had Hot Wings Matthew treated us to some tea from Marco's end, and then we were on our way. But yeah, lovely weekend. He said, he texted me after, said thanks for coming down. I said no problem, obviously. I said we'll have to get Nicky back down there in January now when the water's real cold.
Yeah, when it's proper cold, not summer cold.
It was good, yeah. The only thing, the worst thing about Barry is it's horrible to get to. Apart from a really good park run, nice views down there. It's a nice little place, isn't it? It's just a pain to get to, like.
Yeah, and it's a bit different one. Like up, you start on the front, they're nice, turn around up that hill through, like, I think it's called the garden. Something that he said. That's a bit narrow and it's a bit thing, but everyone's back and forth. But it's a park on the end of the day, and you're not there to put down a PB and be racing everyone. But yeah, nice turnaround, lovely little steep hill before coming back. Yeah, 2 loops, enjoyed it.
You were racing, mind. I thought when I was coming out for my second lap when you were going in to finish, and you just dropped that guy, but then he caught you.
Well, yeah, I was way behind first and second all the way. Again, done the session beforehand, so I like to tempo it in, just run it pretty quick. Not flat out, but I was way behind them. But then on the second loop, coming back in, I was just gradually closing on him. Everyone shouting, "Go on, Nick, you got him." So coming down the hill, I thought, I have got him. He looks like he's dying. His cap goes massively. Turned the bend, and what is it? I don't know. I guess it's 400 to go, is it? Maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
So I goes past him. I thought, he's cooked. And I could see him, well done, mate. He said something along the lines. I was like, come on, kick with me. And fair play, he did. And we had a hell of a back and forth all the way to the line. It was about 50 metres to go. I thought I'd done him. I thought I got him. And no, he comes in with a crazy dip and beats me. Nips me for second place.
I love her.
But I enjoyed it. It was a good bit of fun, that last 400.
Yeah, I kicked on the end as well, the last 200 maybe, because I started hearing footsteps behind me, so I looked pretty strong coming in probably, but I was cooked. But then I thought, no one's beating me here now, 200 to go, so I glided it in. Hey, that was not bad.
The famous Blackwell kick came in.
Yeah, without my Mizunus as well. The Invincibles, I love them. Like I think I've decided now, Mizuno Pro, we're just looking now, and the Pro Rebellion 3s have come out in pink. So, and just Invincibles for everything else, I think. Like, that's my stable now.
Yeah. They're a good shoe. I wear them on easy days, and they're a good run. Like, they're a good, we get in, don't know. They're a bit heavy, but they're not for racing, are they? No.
Well, they are for, I could race in them. They're not for racing for people at your speed, obviously. But yeah, I could race in them as well.
No, good shoe. I'll tell you another good shoe, and we discussed it a bit Saturday. I wore them on my long run. Those Evo SLs.
Yeah, they were last was being tempting me, but then I thought, I know what I'm doing in a Mizuno's. I've had no problem with them. So what would be the fucking point changing to trying someone else now as well? And same with the Nike as well. Unless anyone wants to throw shoes at me, then fine. But if I'm paying my own money, it's probably going to be Mizuno and Invincibles.
Dan was in Mizuno's tonight, so I'm
Yeah.
guessing he was they're the Rebellions. Is that what he was?
Yeah. We had a discussion about the lock laces I wear as well, didn't we?
Yeah, you had them on, didn't you, Saturday?
I'm probably inspired by, like, they're more popular with triathletes, isn't they? But
Yeah, for obvious reason.
I've had massive problems with getting a double knot in my Invincibles. The laces were too short. And I've gone with them a couple of times because I have so much problems with my ankles. They just seem to stay tighter and stay on foot better. And I don't know, I don't trust maybe it's my knotting or whatever, innit? I don't trust my shoes when I tie the laces as much as I trust my shoes when they've got the lock laces on them. And they come in every colourway, so you can match them up to all your shoes as well. Like.
And we know you love that.
Fashion over function. Slowly but surely, I don't know. Function is starting to take precedence, slowly but surely, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I went out then early again, like fucking real early. Because I was on like 680 odd quid, I think, maybe. And I said, if someone sponsors me £14, I'll go out in the morning, I'll make a video of me mourning the entire way around. And then somebody did sponsor me, so I had to go out and mourn the entire way around. But I didn't want to mourn because once I got out, it was fine. It was a lot of bits of walking and stuff, but I had 6 miles in my leg from the day before, and it's up and down, innit? But
exactly, and you're just getting back to it, you know.
yeah, it would have been naive of me, like I said, when it would be naive of me to think that I could just do 6 miles on Saturday, 7 miles on Sunday, like I haven't stopped running for 5 years.
Yeah,
but fuck it.
exactly.
We're so back. We are so back.
You are so back.
We had a couple of bits. Dewi fucking Griffiths. What's he doing? Like,
beast, isn't he?
Why can't someone just be as fast as him so we can really see what he can do? Like,
well, and what was talking about it tonight when we was warming up, and he's down to run podium. Butler was saying,
but not for Wales.
Not for Wales. This is what we was discussing. That Butler didn't understand why, but he said he's on the start list, or he's entered. So that would be the race where
it
pulls something mad out of him.
Yeah,
we know it's rapid.
Oh, absolute flying machine.
And standard, isn't it?
Yeah, 5K on his own all the time, like, and he's just breaking records, breaking PBs every time he runs.
Yeah, and knocking out stupid time, literally time trialing him.
Yeah, fucking hell. Well done.
Do you not see what he's wearing lately?
We need to catch up with him and see what's going on by there, because he's got the cheat shoes on.
They're not cheap. They're to be for retail for anyone with £250.
Yeah. All right. Or anyone that's done you nothing's coming through for you now, is it? They've moved on to New York now, haven't they? New batch.
Yeah, New York has kicked off this week. I know Alec and Billy put in, but obviously I've not heard of them, so I'm guessing they didn't get in.
No.
But yeah, the New York project's really kicked off this week. So
the thing is, it's going to be a bit different this time around, isn't it? Because people have got the shoe as well. No one had the shoe. Only the people that had the shoe for them 2 races were the Puma 3 guys, right?
Yeah. Nobody knew about them till literally the week before. No. Nobody knew about them. There was nothing. I don't think there was anything leaked. Even like the pros weren't allowed to say anything about it until Boston race week. So yeah, this time they're obviously been available. Although they're selling out really quick every time they drop the colour. They are out there and people have got them. So the hype is...
That's mad. Like, how many cheaters have got 250 quid spare? Like, it's unreal. Nah, I'm only joking. They're just fast as fucking. I don't like the. Do you know what I've been thinking? I don't like the colorway now of the new ones, but I'm quite excited to see the kit as well, because them colors would work more nicer in kit than they do on shoe, maybe. Black with purple badge and stuff like that.
I seen Rory Linkletter race some Canadian champs in like the purpley vest, didn't he?
Fucking fluid, isn't he?
Yeah, he flew it. He's come well, he is.
He is. Multisport, quick stop by on Multisport as we creep closer and closer to Ironman Wales. But Copenhagen Ironman was this weekend, and a massive shout out to the Warrior Boys from Porthcawl, but mainly Ross, because Ross's Instagram handle is Fat Man to Ironman, like, you know, so he's been on a mad journey ever since he started messing about with bikes and swimming. But sensational effort from him in Copenhagen, wasn't it?
Yeah, all of them out there. Well done to all them. There was a few other people I seen that following instant things also done it, so well done. Looked like a real good event, didn't it? I know loads of people said it was a class event, but yeah, Ross went and smashed it with like a 13-hour Ironman. Like,
Yeah.
fair play to him.
I've only seen his post and stuff like that, and he didn't realise like sub 13 was on. No, not sub 13, sub 14. Yeah.
Sub 14 was his aim.
I think, yeah, 14 and a half or something. I don't know. But until the last lap of the. That's fucking character, though, isn't it? Last lap of the marathon, and then realising the A star goal is on.
I know.
Then you've got to dig in, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it is like you biked really well, then he swam really well, and then marathon he was like open for like 6:30 or a 6. Then it was only like the last one he realised like we could get a sub 6 and a low 13 full. Like, so yeah, fair play, great work.
I'm sure we'll see Ross down Tenby, and he can tell us all the stories anyway.
Yeah.
Well done, boys, and anyone else that done it as well. I don't follow that many triathletes, to be honest, so I don't really know who else done it. And this weekend, we are finally in Tornapandy Track Classic this weekend. It looks like it's going to be a day of racing. Jesus Christ, there's some beasts on them start lines now.
It is.
The weather's looking nice.
Yeah.
The grub is looking nice.
That's the main thing for us.
But yeah. So, you know the drill. More information will come out from Tornapandy Track Classic this week, start times and stuff like that. I feel like it's roughly just after lunch start time, maybe, to get arriving and racing, maybe starting around about 2:30, but we haven't had anything confirmed yet. And yeah, you might be lucky enough to race me in the community 5K, see how I'm feeling, but we'll definitely be down there speaking to people, taking photos, making videos, just having a general good time, really, innit?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Should be a good day, hopefully. Like I say, there's some top end athletes there racing the 5s, the 3, the 1K.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good afternoon. Like I say, the weather's looking good. There's good grub there. This community race for us. Can still enter that on the day, is that right?
Yeah, you can still enter the community race. Community race can be entered up until the gun. So bring your shoes just in case.
Yeah.
It's filling up a little bit. And look, like we said a million times, Tornapandy Track Classic's not going anywhere. And if the community 5K is not as big this year as we wanted it to be, then next year it can only get bigger anyway, you know. But the event as a whole is nothing like us happening in Wales anywhere else.
It's not, and this is why we want to try and help grow it. Not down to us, but we want other people to be able to experience the running on the track, racing on the track, and then watch it.
Just for the come and do it for the photos. Your Instagram is going to look much better if you're running on a track.
And your Strava map, the race.
Oh, your Strava map. Oh, on the subject of Strava maps, I was delighted to find out earlier that we can just do that straight from Chorus now, sharing the overlays with a lot more data and information, because I do like sharing my runs and having that little map on there, but the big fucking massive orange Strava logo negs me out a little bit. Chorus is a lot more relaxed, stuff like that, and you can share a lot more data fields from it. So if you haven't got a Chorus, get a Chorus.
Yeah, 100%. You sent me the screenshot earlier. Now I need to have a look at that because it looked good.
Yeah, I'll have a mess about with it now. Maybe we'll put a reel together and tag him and beg him again for a pair of watches for us.
Yeah.
That's my 2 days. I can't go for a run on the next 2 days because I'm sending emails out to Mizuno and Chorus begging them for new stuff. Oh, bloody hell. So that's everything we've got so far. We have got a guest this week. We're back to normal, obviously. Right way round. We're on first, then the guest. This week, we are joined by Carly Stone. Carly Stone from Llysweri Runners. I struggle with Llysweri, which is weird because I'm fluent in Welsh, but Llysweri, yeah. PB Central this year, fair play. So we're going to find out a little bit more about that, how she's accomplished that, and much, much more. So, shall we take a quick pee break and then we get her on?
Yeah, you don't have to tell them what we do in the break, but yeah.
We don't pee together, we go to separate toilets.
No, we're in totally different locations.
We'll be right back. Cool. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. after a couple of technical issues, we have got Carly Storm with us. I had to switch to mobile from laptop, but here we are. You okay?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah,
We're
it's like
good, we're good.
she's fully kitted out as well.
Love it.
I haven't got my
Let's-
socks on though, sorry.
Nick,
We'll
do you
forgive it.
have problems with the socks going into a Pumas?
Oh, no, the Pumas are quite large anyway, so no, them socks are thick, so they probably work well.
I see mine are quite small.
Are they?
Yeah, I went down a size because everyone said to.
Ah, right there. If I'd had the choice, I'd have gone down half a size, but they're all right.
Yeah, I'm always scared I'm going to rip them putting them on as well because like the like sock of the shoe is really thin. I'm like,
Just rip them
Yeah.
like.
Well, it does feel like a grip bump.
I seen a post the other day and they said you should buy your running shoes in the Japanese sizes. Obviously, it's the same shoe, but like you should use that reference because they measure them in millimeters apparently. So you measure your foot or get your foot measured, and
Yeah.
you get a more accurate size for your feet. Then
yeah, I always go by the centimeter sizing on the Nikes, and that's how I got my first pair of Pumas, not the fast style B ones, but they still came up big. The
Is it?
Pumas, even
That
I went by
didn't
the
work.
centimeter.
Have you got small feet anyway, Carl?
I think so. For my height, I'm about a size 6.
Oh.
I sometimes run in 6. Yeah, I run in a 6.5.
There we go.
Which everyone else seems to run in like 7s and above. So, but it's good because I can always usually get my size in shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. We were talking because we was on one of the WhatsApp groups and we were on about it the other day, and one of the boys was like, he's a size 13 and it's murder to get him. But you'll always get them in sale and stuff like that. You'll always pick up decent shoes then. But like 9s and 10s, we're fucking doomed. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, my partner's a 10.5. You can never get them. You'll
No.
never to get Pumas.
No.
Yeah.
Seem to be the first ones to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. Right, let's go all the way back to the start anyway, Carl. School. So, where are you from originally?
From Cwmbran. That's not in
Cwmbran.
England.
It's far.
Oh.
It is. It's too far. Like you can get to England faster than Cwmbran.
It's not far off. No,
I don't know now. Know with that M4.
yeah, it's just sort of next to Newport.
Yeah.
Sort of down a bit from Pontypool, between Pontypool and Newport.
Oh yeah. Happy days. Went to school in Cwmbran.
It was a little primary school in Cwmbran, and yes, pretty average. Not massive sports. I did a little bit of ballet when I was little, and then I always wanted to do like football and rugby, and Mum was like, no, because I got an older brother and I wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of judo in primary school. I loved sprinting. Long distance wasn't really for me, but I would do it. I wasn't terrible at it. Went up to comp then. I went to the same comprehensive school, it turns out, as Natasha Cochran. But I've got the running ability of it.
Not many people have, Carl. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't bring yourself down with that.
But yeah, I wouldn't say it was a massive like sort of sports school when it came to like athletics. It's more sort of the hockey and the netball. So I did like quite a bit of netball in primary, and then going up to comp, I did more sort of hockey. I wasn't good at hockey, but I loved it. But obviously, as you get older, you've got to sort of prioritise what you're doing with time in the evenings and stuff. So I got into my sort of music, like violin, and orchestra sort of took over. So I had to sort of drop the judo, and yeah, so I didn't really do much sport then until I was a bit older. I think I went to try out rugby once when I was in uni.
No.
But it was Birmingham. Birmingham's not big for rugby.
It is. Yeah.
And then
So you went to uni in Birmingham.
Yeah. I went to the conservatoire, darling, to do music.
What the hell is that?
It's a music college.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Birmingham Conservatoire. It's now part of the like main uni, but it was like sort of on its own.
So
And
sports took a backseat to music. Like, sounds like
yeah,
you don't go to that school if you're not really good at music, then, right?
yeah, it's all music. It's just music.
Step up.
It's a bit like Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama.
I know. I used to work with a girl who went to Lipper, so it's like similar to that. Maybe but Lipper's more drama than music,
Oh,
but
maybe I don't know Lipper.
same
People are
bag. Like, it's just you're there for music. Same as
Yeah.
these NCAA kind of scholarships or whatever. You're there for the music in this school.
Yeah. So it's all sort of playing based.
Is it got a sport program as well?
There wasn't obviously in the music college.
Hmm.
There might have been in the main uni, but I don't know have much to do with that because we were on like different campus.
Okay.
We were in the city centre, and then they were sort of, I don't even know where they were. I don't think I ever went there. The main campus. I couldn't even tell you.
Didn't care.
But, yeah. We were all like hermits, music hermits. But yeah, and then came out of uni and got a job teaching violin. And my boss at the time was, well, he still is. He's a taekwondo coach and a trampoline coach. I don't think he does trampolining anymore. So he was my violin teacher, and then he was my boss. And I said to him, I went, Mr. James, I'm going to come along to taekwondo. He was like, go on then. And I did. That was about 2012. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. But then that had to sort of, my husband at the time and I got really, really sort of busy with work, and just there was going on with work, and we had to sort of call it a day on that. And I was going to go back, and I never did. And then hit 2019. My husband at the time was doing a bit of running. He did like a few Cardiff halves, and I went, I'm going to go for a run, and drove to the local skate park and said, I'm going to do a loop of the river. I'm not going to stop. And then that was it. It was only 3K, but it seemed like, the biggest distance in the world. But yeah, that was it then.
And that was the start of running. That's like
that.
You didn't even really flirt with it at all growing up or nothing. Like, it's just
no.
And
I think once I did go and I have a vague recollection of going to do cross country somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it was in Brecon.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you because it was just a random outing with the primary school. And I must have been in like maybe some Nike Air Max or something running around this muddy field. I just have a vague recollection of the day out.
Nice.
Yeah, I did swim in school. Yeah. I can't remember
That's
it being
what
like
before.
Yeah.
I would love to run a marathon in a pair of Nike Air Max 1, but my feet would break, like, just for the fashion, just for the photos, like.
Well, people do them in Crocs, don't they?
Don't Darren Bishop will go up a fucking wall now.
Oh, yeah. The Crocs, I got a story about Crocs. Fucking the Pines on the weekend. People queuing to go in there, like. Behave.
Come on, get on program. Get with the program.
I love my Crocs.
It's flip-flop weather at the moment, isn't it? But I do enjoy my Crocs.
Oh,
I prefer them with socks, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Sorry, I sidetracked.
When was that? When did you go and do that up at the skate park?
I did that in 2019. It was January, and I love Christmas. And I sort of get to January, and I'm always a bit like flat, and I'm like, oh, I just needed to do something, and I need to get out, and I was just feeling a bit down in the dumps, and I was like, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get moving, and I had, again, terrible shoe choice. I think I had a size 5.5 child's, like £20 Nike trainers that I used to just wear to go back and forth to taekwondo when I did that, a pair of joggers, Simply Gym joggers they were, and a hoodie, a Simply Gym hoodie, I think it was.
You're like Phoebe running through Central Park, and that's the vibes you get.
I think I might have had like arms going as well.
So
much more fun.
Carl, that's quite the rise in 6 years, mind. With no kind of obviously you've got a bit of like aerobic base from taekwondo and everything and stuff like that, maybe. And playing a violin is no okay. I've seen, what's the film with the drums? The Miles Teller.
Who? Oh,
Miles Teller. Fucking
Whiplash.
Rooster from top Whiplash. So playing instruments can be quite challenging on your heart rate as well, or not? Violin.
No, I'd probably say they probably develop random muscles. Like I've got a really random big muscle here, and I was like,
Massive
it?
throat.
It's just so hard, and it only comes out when I do this. And I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it must be like an overdeveloped muscle. I think drums are probably a bit more physical, but no, violin, I think it's more mentally draining than anything. But yeah, I mean, it was a few years between finishing taekwondo and starting the running, but I just needed to get out and do something. But yeah, it's been a sort of up and down journey, really.
Yeah.
Because
as it always is, like, innit?
Yeah. Because that was 2019. I then did my first park run in the February, and then
you did in 22. Your fastest time in 2019 was 22:47. So that's not a fucking bad debut.
No, I think my first park run was about 27 minutes. I think it's pace.
In a year, yeah. You've taken, but that's it, innit? When you're starting out, then PBs, they come around fast, don't they? And they're big PBs as well.
Yeah.
Now you're fighting for them right, left, and centre. But what made you keep going for 2019 then? What caught you?
I kept going up. I think I went out like 2 or 3 times a week, just doing that little loop, and then I got it up to the 5K. Went to parkrun, you know, as bad rep as they get with some things like the stats and stuff. They had played a huge part in me carrying on my running journey. I used to go there, and Colin, who's the club chairman currently with, he's married to my mum's friend, and he said to me on my mum's birthday, he said, "Oh, you should come and join us." And he was men's captain at the time. And I was like, oh no, I'm not good enough to join a running club. And I think it's crazy when you look at it from never running. You think running club, I'm not good enough. But it's such a vast, you know, standards of people in these clubs, and it can be a bit daunting initially. And somehow we need to get rid of that, you know, daunting aspect. But I was like, okay, so I went along and I loved it. You know, I wasn't the slowest by far. I wasn't the fastest, but I think that was in the May I went along to the running club after I'd done like quite a few park runs between the February and the May. And I just absolutely loved it. I think I got pulled in for a last minute sort of relay around that same loop randomly that I started on. It was a 2-mile relay, 12-line sprints relay. And I did a few of our local leagues, the GLCL. And then I was absolutely hooked. And then obviously the following year was then COVID happened. So I wasn't even in the club a year, and then we had COVID, and it was like, oh. And it's
weird, isn't it? Because if you hadn't taken you've immersed yourself in 2019 into the running environment and the running scene. But then COVID rocks on. If you hadn't jumped in at 2019, chances are you never ever would have.
Oh.
Because you've got, like, you kept running through COVID then, I guess, yeah?
I did. So I did some really good runs, you know, because there wasn't much else to do. I was self-employed, so I was a self-employed violin teacher. So, and I did mostly like full class, so I didn't have anyone to teach. I had my daughter and my husband at home, and you know, it's just like, and the weather was lush, wasn't it?
It was.
I just remember it being sunny every day. So, you know, there wasn't much else to do besides get out and run.
Yeah.
So I did, you know, lots of running then, and obviously we all kept in contact on the on like our group chats and everything. But then I applied to do my PGCE because I thought I've not got a lot of job security here.
Yeah, that was a big thing through COVID as well, wasn't it? Self-employed, definitely, because you were just waiting for potential handouts, really.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
That sounds awful, but yeah,
No,
that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was handouts. And, you know, I did what I could with online teaching, but even teaching one-to-one, even trying to get a child or a parent to tune their violin like this, and I go,
yeah.
do it
I can only imagine.
No.
Yeah.
It was stressful.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, more stressful trying to get on this call.
So I was breaking into sweats. I was like, oh my God.
I was sitting here going, oh my God, she's going to be so stressed trying to get onto this now. And now we can't hear her. She's going to be flapping. But you're doing well. You're doing good.
But then I applied to do my PhD that summer. So the July, obviously it was very late. And I got a place because they only had reserved places. So they put me on the reserve list. And then they contacted me when I was back. I got a job as a TA. When I was back then, they messaged me like 2 weeks into my job going, oh, we got a place on the PhD course. So I started that. And then when we went out on placement, it was at the time that if you were in contact with somebody with COVID, you had to isolate for 2 weeks. I went in the first day of my placement and they rang me and they were like, somebody you were in contact with in the class has got COVID, so you're going to have to stay in for 2 weeks. So I was like, I can't breathe. But then all through my PGC year, it just took, I just had so much work and I just struggled to stay on top. So running took a big back seat in sort of beginning of 2021. So it sort of went quite downhill. I think I struggled then to do like a 25-minute 5K when I got proper back into it. I did about 10 miles in April, May and June of that year.
It sounds like my Strava.
Yeah. So yeah, it sort of added a little bit of a lull. But then I totally jumped into it when it all started opening up again. Yeah, sorry, I waffle in and I'm going off on tangents.
No, that's what it's for. This is why we exist.
Yeah. So when it came back, was the club a big help then? I'm being able to go back and join the club and get back involved with people, because I know a lot of people either went one way or the other because of COVID. They either stopped or ticked over, and then as soon as clubs opened back up and were able to go, people were like, right, bang, let's get at it.
It was good, but at the time I was living in Cullinan, and my club which is Newport, and my club was in Torvine, and they started having those local lockdowns. So Newport were in a local lockdown, and I couldn't go and train with my club,
lockdowns.
even though it was only like 2-3 miles. Well, I was a mile away from the border, and I couldn't go and train with them. So I think Clean adopted me for a couple of sessions. I messaged him and I was like, can I come over with you? So thanks, Clean Running Club.
And they've got the best vets too. They've got Mizuno vest. But remember that, because I remember, because I was obviously down in Swansea and then my family are all up in my stag then, and I would like make work just doctor me a letter saying that I needed to go out to my postcode so I could go to my stag and see my family as well. That was a mad time. But don't worry about that.
Crazy looking back now, isn't it?
Crazy. It is. Absolutely.
It wasn't even that long ago.
No.
But then since COVID, Carl, it's never linear, is it? But
no.
Pretty linear for you. You've done I was shocked yesterday when I looked at your power of 10 because I knew you'd go faster, but I didn't realize you'd go faster over all them distances. So when did the longer distances tag in for you?
I think I did my first half when obviously the first year I ran.
For a laugh, then, innit? That's
half a laugh, yeah. I went off too fast. So everyone goes, "Don't go off too fast." And what did I do? Went off too fast. And round Rose Lake, then I was like,
oh my. At least you went round it though, and you cut through the park.
I didn't even think of that one.
Don't you get banned from all Welsh athletics events?
I don't think they would have noticed with me. I don't think I would have been anywhere near the front. But yeah, and then I got back into it then. Sorry if you can hear my sonny's upstairs.
That's fine.
I started really getting into it then, maybe the end of 2021. I started doing cross countries for the first time then in that season. I think when they started coming back out then. Like all the races started coming out.
Gwen Vegan was back.
Yeah.
You must. My favourite race of COVID, and I'll always remember this race because it was in between when they unlocked us and locked us back up. But we done the Severn Bridge 10K, didn't we, Nick? Did you do that?
Oh, I've never done that one.
It was brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I think it was staggered and everything, Nick, wasn't it?
They had the half as well, didn't they? Did they have a half then?
I know the 10K went on because we did it. And was it August? I got a feeling it was August. I don't know. It was like in between like the first, I think, earlier and it was summertime.
I was brown, but then it'd been sunny all month for ages, didn't it?
Yeah. God knows, can't remember. I'd have to look back at the Strava. But yeah, that was a mad one because they staggered us, didn't it? It was like it was in small little pods we were allowed to go off.
I bet that was weird though.
It was.
Going from like full race start.
Yeah, it was.
That's what they could do with Mind at Race for Victory, I think. Start you off in small little groups.
Yeah, because that's a crazy start, isn't
it? It was mad. But yeah, I think I did a couple of halves before lockdown because I did the Newport one then, and then you sort of had the two Cardiffs, the one in the October, didn't you? And then one, or was it one in March, one in October?
Yeah, they did have one March and October.
That's what Tom Baird was on about, wasn't it? Yeah, that year there was two in March because he watched March, and then the October crowd was shit.
I think that March I did the Newport half, the original one, City of Newport half, and the Cardiff, and then the following, so it would be October 2022, I did the Cardiff half, and I went to Amsterdam and did Amsterdam half.
No way.
Yeah, like later. That was my last PB before I got pregnant. And I was like, oh. You know, I was just like peaking, and I was like, oh, actually, my running getting good now.
Well, whose fault is that, Carl?
I know. So then, I think I did a couple of cross countries, and then I found out I was pregnant in the December. I had COVID for the first time that November.
Yeah, I never had COVID.
Yeah, well, I only checked because I used to check my watch, my heart rate at the end of the day and look at my resting heart rate, and I go, that was high today. And I did a test, and I was like, I've got COVID.
Bloody hell.
But I think I'd done Pembrey Gwent League on the weekend, and then that was the Monday. And I was like, oh. And then I found out I was pregnant.
Yeah.
So
what was running like pregnant then?
Hard going.
Yeah.
My heart rate used to just go up, and I felt all right.
You were a runner by then as well, right?
Yeah.
I know everyone's a runner, but some people would stop when they become pregnant. Oh well, our fucking hobby's in a bin. But you were in, weren't you?
Yeah. So I'd actually come back from having a bad chest sort of over the Christmas. I wasn't very well. I was pregnant, so all my energy was drained, and I felt awful. So I never went into it at my peak.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if I'd gone into it running, oh, I'm pregnant, running, I think it would have been better. But I was like, oh, I'm pregnant, oh, I'm not very well. And then, just struggled then. But I did try and keep going. I did, I used to just walk when I needed to. And I think I got to about 32 weeks and I just called it a day.
Yeah.
I was tired all the time. And I was like, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I ate a lot when I was pregnant as well. So I put on a bit of weight. So I think I had 12 weeks off then from the end of my pregnancy. I had my C-section, and then when I got my 6 weeks, I went, can I start running? and you're not supposed to. You're like supposed to make sure everything's in order. And
Yeah.
the doctor was like, yeah, but everything, and then when I went back, I thought, I'll pick this up. I'll just do a really easy mile. I couldn't. I have to do it in like minute on, 2 minutes walk.
Yeah.
And I was just like, where's all this fitness gone? It all just disappeared. And it was worse than when I first ever started running.
I was gonna say it's probably like starting
It was
again.
so hard. Yeah. It was like I said, it was even harder than when I first started. Yeah, and I was just thinking, oh, it'll come back, but it was just a slog.
Yeah.
I think I went and did a park run. I look back, and it was probably not that long after my son was born. I think it was in beginning of October, and he was born in sort of middle of August. And my first park run back was actually slower than my first ever park run by about a minute.
That's
and
all right, wasn't it? You've just,
Yeah.
I must have been pregnant so many times because I've felt that so many. But no, I'm joking. Pregnancy is a real deal. I'm only messing. Do not cancel us. But
yeah, I just kept going then, and then I thought I'm going to enter the ballot. I think I might have entered I can't even think when the ballot opens for London. And I entered the ballot, and I didn't get
March.
in. Yeah, so I must have entered it before I'd had the baby.
It's usually
and
like
then
just
I
as
didn't get a place.
the ballot's usually just as the
It
other
finishes,
ones about
isn't
to start, isn't it? Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that weekend they open. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I thought, and then I went for the club place. And I got, they messaged me on holiday because they do it on the Christmas jumper night at Grey. And they messaged me and they were like, guess what? You're running London Marathon in April. I was like, ugh. I was like 2 stone heavier than than when I started and when I got pregnant. And I was thinking, oh my God, I haven't even run like 10 miles. I was thinking,
work to do.
I know. We speak about, recently we spoke about it. Maybe we are getting older and wiser, but a lot of stuff is sliding doors as well, isn't it? Because without that, how does your running carry on as well then? Because you're not struggling with it a little bit, but you're probably comparing yourself to the runner you were before you got pregnant and wondering where the fuck is she like?
Yeah.
You've got something to work with as well, then, haven't you?
That was one of the reasons I really wanted to do the marathon, is because I hadn't done one before. I had nothing to compare it to. Because I kept going looking at my times.
That park run experience, you're like, and I'm the same now, and I know it's ridiculous because I'm maybe 3, 4, 5 stone heavier, but I'm like, I run a 23-minute park run. Why am I running? I know why I'm not, but it's still in the back of your mind going, you did do it before though, didn't you?
Yeah.
But with, like you said, with that marathon, you're off the bat, like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. And I just thought, if I just put in a good training block, I'll be all right. I'll just put down, I think I put down 4:30 Nelly, and then I changed it to 4:15 predicted finish, because I thought, actually my training's going quite well. Yeah, and then I had a really good training block, and then you just see actually on the progress of my pictures that the weight. I know you shouldn't think of weight when you're running, but I could tell I was carrying a few extra pounds, and I wasn't intending to lose weight. That wasn't my aim of running.
No, it's just a byproduct of.
It was.
Yeah.
And you could just see the progression of pictures, and I had a really good training block. The weight came off, which I think helped with my paces then, less strain on the body, and I went out and I had a fab day. It was amazing, and did all right.
Yeah.
I ran a good for age time, qualifying time, but unfortunately they went 10 seconds quicker than the time I ran. The slowest person selected was 10. The slowest time was 10 seconds quicker than what I ran, and I was like,
Yeah, but you got the time they set. I know it's disappointing as that is. They adjusted it. It's like, what can you do?
I didn't even expect.
Yeah, probably
to do
that close. Yeah.
So do it. yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh. And I think I negative split it. And I think my last 5K was my fastest 5K.
Yeah. I love that.
Over the course. Yeah. So it was really.
That's because you lost weight on every other mile all the way up.
Yeah. But it wasn't as hot as this year. I bet you ended up a few pounds lighter for the end of it, Nikki.
Probably, yeah. It was a sweat fest.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and you win at Manchester.
I think I put weight on. Was that last year, Carl?
That was 2024.
3:37, 36?
Yes.
36 it says on Power Time.
Yeah. Well, it was quite hard because I was weaving, overtaking for 26 miles.
Yeah.
It was only when we got down, like Buckingham, down the mall, that I was like, oh, there's space.
It's going to be even busier next year now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Never mind. Right. And that leads us on to this year, Carl. What a fucking year. Jesus Christ. What's going on?
I don't know.
Why is it going on? There's a fire inside you, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. There is. I loved doing the marathon, and I thought I got to do another one. And I did notice that actually my shorter distance times were coming down as a result of my marathon training. And I think Callie Thackeray posted on her Instagram before that she still keeps up the same sort of speed sessions, but just adds in like the long run bits.
Yeah.
and I thought I'm going to do, that's what I've been doing essentially. And I think it, more than anything, the marathon training and the marathon running, it's a lot mental. So when you're getting into these shorter distances, then you've got the strength in your legs, but you've also got that strength in your head as well. Yeah. And you think, oh, come on, it's only, a 5K, it's only like 20 minutes of pain, Yeah, you can deal with it. Or it's only 3 miles. Yeah. So, yeah. And I think I enjoyed it so much. And I'd already had then the place come through for Aurori, Snowdonia. And so I had to start the next training block then. But training over the summer holidays is a nightmare.
Yeah. So what, are you a teacher now, Carl?
I am. So I get the time off, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I have a 10-year-old who doesn't go in a running buggy and refuses to cycle with me. So
that's half the battle, isn't it? Because I've got a 10-year-old as well, and a lot of I'm not a teacher. Thank God for that. But like I'll take days off and stuff like that for childcare and stuff like that. But getting them out of the house is impossible as well. And when we were younger, my mother would have just locked me in the house and gone for a run, like, But now you're like, I better not lock him in the house because if I come back and he's not there, I'm in big trouble. Like, yeah. But it's finding, and again, we go back to like, if we go all the way back to what you said about hockey, and we've played football and rugby as well, running, and even more than like the triathletes we speak to and stuff like that, you've just got to find that little window of time, which sometimes is a bit of a bigger window of time, but it's your time whenever you can find it. You don't have to go training on Tuesday night. You don't have to go training on Thursday night. You don't have to play on Saturday. You don't have to do 6 hours on the bike. It's just being organised and fitting it in where you can, and having to fit it in where you can. If that has to be a 6, you done a 5 o'clock run in the morning last week and you were tamping.
Yeah, not again. I'm not doing it again. That was awful. 5:45. It began with a 5.
I know.
I was like, what is this? I wanted to cry for the first 9 miles. I was like,
it was like last week, and Nick, we were going to Barry on the weekend, and I said, Nick, what time do you want to go down? And he said, I'm going to go down early and do a session. I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to go down and do that as well. So I was like met him in Bridgend KFC 7 o'clock Saturday morning, and I couldn't have any chicken or anything like. But
KFC do breakfasts.
I don't know. Do they? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Can you have chicken for breakfast? Yeah. But no, it is just fitting it where you can and getting it done. And if that has to be late in the night, I should practice what I preach, but I know I've seen it from other people more than myself. But it's getting it done where you can get it done, but actually getting it done as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think the thing is that nutrition between as well. It's like finding time to
I'm
eat.
so bad.
It's like when in the evening, then you're like, oh, do I eat before I run? You know,
Yeah.
and then you're talking really late if you eat, or you're eating late. Like that's what we find. We're eating at like gone 9 o'clock sometimes, and it's like,
I know. And it's harder in my house because it's not, both parents are not runners, so it's
yeah,
and like I'll talk myself out to so many runs driving home from Aberdeen on the commute, because then I feel like it's unfair when I come home and then the dogs need walking, food needs cooked and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, I got to find somewhere, so I've got to like juggle it around, and lucky I've got a treadmill and stuff like that. But a lot of my miles are done on a weekend, and if Carter's over his father's and stuff like that. But I will find it like one night a week you can get away with saying, "Oh, you do walk dogs, you do food," because I got to go out and do this, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really fortunate as well because my partner, although he's a runner, he has sacrificed so much of his running.
Yeah.
He's like prioritized my runs and my running. So I do thank him for that.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd put that on you.
Yeah, he was doing reverse loops of Mego, wasn't he, with a buggy?
Yeah.
But you were there getting all the glory, like.
Yeah. But he is so good, and like that was the thing. He was going to try and go get his sub-3 in Snowdonia last year, and then he just never got the training in because he was just between his work and my training, he just and his injuries because he's getting older now.
Don't
But he
mention
just
them
never
when
got the
Nicky
training
about.
in, so he ended up just running it with me, and then I think he ended up doing the last sort of where I dropped off, the last sort of 5 miles.
Yeah,
faster.
because you had a shit show up there last year, didn't you?
I don't
We've
know
got
what
to
it
say,
was.
we just celebrate the wins. We've got to talk about them as well, the losses, haven't we?
I felt really good. I felt amazing. But a couple of days before, my son went into hospital. I don't think I was right there. I don't think I had any food.
No.
We're talking 2-3 days before. I think I had a bit of food in the evening then. My partner brought me some sandwiches down, but then we ended up going home. Went back then first thing in the morning because his hip was, something wrong with his hip and he was in pain with it. And, he was only a baby, he was just over 1, so he couldn't actually tell me what was wrong.
Yeah, and it's life gets in the way as well, doesn't it? And some things are more important than running.
So we were all day there then, and then they kept us overnight. So that was a Thursday night. They kept us overnight again, and they said, "Oh, we're going to send for," I think it was an MRI. I was like, oh, so that meant general anaesthetic then on the Friday. Luckily, we saw 2 consultants. The first one was going to send us, and then the second one was like, you know what? Because he was loads better than by that Friday. They were like, we're happy to send you home. So I was like, Mum, you still okay to have him? I felt awful. I was like, terrible, Mum, but so she was happy to have him over the weekend, and he was, I wouldn't have left him if he wasn't well.
No, and he's better, like if he's like recovering and stuff, he's better off with Nanny than he is with Mommy and Daddy anyway.
It's his grampy he loves.
Him
and his grampy are like that.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But you've got you've like rocked up. Many people wouldn't have rocked up, but that week before, Nick, you've spoke a million times about the importance. We spoke about it with Emily as well. She's like so much time going. I know you wasn't going to the expos and stuff like that, but not resting before the races has had a negative effect on what she can do. And you spoke about it as well, Nick. The rest you need to have is almost a week before a marathon. And even if you were in the hospital sitting down and having that physical rest, you're not having the mental rest, are you?
No. So yeah, we obviously went up then on the Friday. The race is on the Saturday for the marathon. And so we picked up, we got there, we did like I think 2-3 miles when we got there, picked up our numbers, and actually I felt all right. And we were in the Vic, so it was really close to the start and the finish. Ran down to the start, started off, flew up the first hill, brilliant. I thought, all right. And he went, don't go too hard now down this, because you'll batter your quads. It was quite warm, it was quite sunny, so I was having drinks at the drink station, having electrolytes, having water on every drink station. Now, when I train, it's terrible. People, I'm not saying do this, but I very rarely drink much at all. I'm just not a big drinker. It makes me feel a bit like, well, So I will take a drink out if I'm doing a really long run, but not a lot. And I was taking electrolytes and drinks on every drink station. Started going up the second climb, so hit about, what was it? Probably about 14 miles.
Yeah, between 14 and when it comes the best
I feel
stair,
sick.
it starts going up.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like, I feel sick. And you're like, come on. So I kept going. And I was like, oh no, I feel really, really sick. I kept going. And I was like, I feel sick. I'm going to be sick. And I was sick. And I was like, oh. I was like, thinking that's not good. I hadn't had a gel since like mile 10. And I was thinking, I couldn't bring myself to have my next one. So I just kept going then. And I was running down the hill. And I think my head just went. And I just went, I can't do it. So for the next 6 miles, I was going, I was stopping, I was going, and then I was stopping again. I had people that I knew going past me. Tammy went past me. And I was just like, oh, I'm not feeling great. So I sat in the marshal's car as I'm stopping. And he was like, do you want to stop? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, no. I said, I want my coaster and I want, I want my bottle. So I kept going again. And my mate, our mate Mark, pulled up alongside us. He went, you all right, guys? And my partner went, do us a favour, give us a lift. So I got in. And then he went, actually, I'm going to run the rest of it. Is that all right? And I was like, go for it, mate. Go for it. My partner. So he ran the rest of it and I sat in the car.
That's fine though, isn't it? I
got
mean,
my DNF.
They're more important than the good days, like.
Yeah, I had some really nice messages off my friend Tammy, who runs Pat Bin Bach. She's got a coffee trailer, by the way, coffee bar. Go check it out.
We don't like coffee, you know this. You listen to every episode. We drink tea.
Oh, well, she sells tea too. But she sent me a really good message, and she sent, just loads of like really nice encouragement, and like she was saying about her DNF, and she said, and then that was kind of giving me the boost, and then she said, and then I PB'd and got my first Welsh Fest, and I was made me feel better. My friend Delith in Sandom, she sent me a gorgeous message as well, and yeah, so it just sort of makes you realise as well that the community that you've got around you from like different clubs, and it just like kind of gave me the warm fuzzies and everything. And as disappointed as I was,
I think I definitely I understand, and we probably understand that more as boys or men or whatever, because we tend to be mean to each other like a lot of the time. But like if you're on WhatsApp and on a race day, it's like really positive for like 24 hours. Day after day before, straight back to being dickheads to each other. But on that one day, whoever's racing or whatever it is, it's really positive, and whatever the outcome, the messages are always nice. But apart from BenQ, he's always horrible. But
yeah,
no, he's not. I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, and Carl, come back. You did
yeah,
almost a replica of, I forgot her name, the lady with the coffee cup.
Tammy.
Yeah.
Is it?
Pretty much what you've done in there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're gonna have these downfalls and these disappointments, and I think it was more of a bruised ego than anything else. At the end of the day, and
that's fine as well. Sorry to keep jumping in on you, but you've got to have that chip on your shoulder as well. And if you haven't got an ego to bruise, don't come back for the next race.
No, and it gave me a kick at the arse then, and got cracked on with the cross country then. And luckily I felt, because I hadn't run the full marathon, I stopped about just before 21 miles, and my legs felt great then. The next day I was like, great. So cracked on with the cross country season, and managed to get my first oh no, that was just before, I think, my first sub 25 park when it was in September. So yeah, I felt strong then going into this year, into 2025.
Yeah.
So,
and it's brought some interesting rewards, haven't it?
It's been brilliant. Loved it.
And you've moved over to Puma. How were they?
I do like them. They are good. They are good. And I don't think you realise until you run racing them what they are like and what benefit you do get from them. Because I'm sure that's why I did the time I did in Swansea, because I did a half March. I did City of Newport half marathon, and I wiped a big. It isn't the easiest course, but I wiped a big chunk of that time off then in Swansea, and I think it could be the trainers, if I'm honest.
Swansea's not the hardest half marathon course, was it? No.
No.
But if you put them trainers, a couple of more weeks training, on a flatter, easier. I've run Newport half actually.
You moaned about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Bloody boardwalk, haven't you?
Yeah, that's in Killeen.
Swansea's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So easier, faster shoes, and the workout. Like work, it speaks for itself. Like if you look at your power at 10, you're the epitome. The easiest to look at is your park run times, right? Because you've got them throughout there. But you haven't made massive jumps from 2019 to 2025 in the grand scheme of things. You've only taken 3 minutes off it. But I think that's the business end of racing, isn't it? That's how the business end of racing looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing with parkrun, it's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? It's like, do you go all out and race it?
You go all out once a year, wouldn't you?
Well, the last one I did, I would say I went hard out on was my Riverfront one, the first time I went. Sub 20, I think that was the one. I think the one I did 1946 in Cwmbran, I think that one, I think it wasn't long after the marathon, and I thought I'll just go and see it. And then
I remember.
I think I did a hard one. I think I did 2026 with the buggy at Cwmbran. I thought, I'll see how hard I can do this one.
How much do you reckon?
What was that?
That's shifting with a buggy.
I can't remember. What did you say? Yeah.
It's a funny one, the buggy. My partner runs probably about 30 seconds slower with the buggy, I think, on a 5K.
That's mad. Do you think that's like, how much of a contributing factor do you think that is to your kind of training, the bug? Because you do quite a lot of buggy miles, don't you?
I do. I think it works your core as well as your legs. It's the buggy's not too hard on flat.
Yeah.
You feel it when you have to run uphill, or if you've loaded the buggy with shopping and running uphill.
Have you done Barry Park Run?
Me? No, I haven't done many different park
There's
runs.
a Barry Park Run, right? I forgot about this earlier, Nick. There's a park like this, and there's a guy running in a buggy. People like, that's not. I don't want to stop people doing buggy runs wherever they want, but I don't know if I would be taking a buggy there. And people were cheering him coming up the hill, and I was like, but no, not cheering him. He knows what he signed up for. Carry on with your race. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to push a buggy up. I don't like running myself uphill, carrying myself uphill. I don't push in a buggy.
Yeah, that's when you notice it. The rest of it isn't too bad, but it is a good workout, and I think it does help. But also, it allows you the time to get out, because I only work 2 days a week, which, I'm quite lucky, quite fortunate to be able to do that. My long runs are on a Monday when my mum and dad have him, and then like Thursday, Friday are buggy runs then, and it means we got the day together, but for an hour or two, either sleep in the buggy or have a little look around. Bus, duck, dog.
Shut up! I'm trying to run.
I go, yes. It's a dog.
Oh.
But yeah,
but
it does allow that time.
Absolutely.
But it definitely works your core and your arms a bit, I think.
And how about our Welsh vest?
Oh, I should have worn that instead, shouldn't I?
Nah, Rensmith.
It's a bit.
Oh, the top's better.
It's a bit small.
Yeah, mine was.
But no, I went, I'll have an extra small crop top, and it came and it said like age 14, and I was like,
yeah. Well, that's your fault for wearing the crop tops, the extra small crop tops, isn't it?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
that must have been such a moment for you, because your journey's been quite weird, not weird, isn't it? But very different to other people that might have got a Welsh Fest, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, everyone's journey is really different, isn't it? Because I'm thinking there are people like me. There's people that aren't like me who got them. But yeah, and I think I was trying to get the half time when I did that Newport Newport half, and I did it, and I was like, 3 seconds. It was sub 1:29 I had to get, and I got 1:29:03, and I was just like, oh, I'm really gutted.
And
I thought,
you probably measured wrong anyway.
Yeah, we'll go with that. No, it's the different one. It's the different half.
But yeah,
it's the one that does actually measure right. But yeah, luckily, I think they'd seen my improvement, my progress, and it was just the 3 seconds.
Yeah.
If there was somebody faster, they would have put them in. But obviously, same weekend does castles, so lots of people are doing that.
Yeah.
So I got it.
Exactly.
And then I thought all I want to do in Swansea is run that qualifying time. So I had to just get 1:20, 1:29. Yeah.
Yeah, you're meant to beat in that table,
But it was a brilliant day. It was a bit windy. It's been really windy this year, I found.
Yeah.
I just feel like all runs have been windy.
But they're all on the front as well, aren't they? A lot of them are on the front as well.
I just didn't feel like we ever had a tailwind. It was all sort of... I thought it'll be a tailwind.
Oh yeah, the wind has been a lot it's coming from every direction, isn't there? You never get. No, there is. I wouldn't have a benefit of a tailwind anyway. But yeah, the wind's coming from all directions at the moment.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a good day, and I think the conditions were pretty good. I couldn't complain.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less sun would have been nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a nice weekend, but we've had a nice summer as well, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. But I wasn't expecting quite a pull at Brownlee University. But it's sort of
the first look.
Yeah, it probably does pull quite a bit, doesn't it? That's all, though.
But it's quite early on, so you're quite fresh-legged.
Yeah, as soon as you're out onto the Kingsway, it's flat all the way in, isn't it?
Yeah. I hated sort of around about 10k. You just got a slight drag, but then you knew you were going to come down a bit. So that was quite nice coming back.
Absolutely.
It's nice coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the rest of the year? Obviously, you've got Snowdonia, Eryri. It's not much. Well, are these PBs going to fall further this year?
Oh, I don't know, because I got injured on Tuesday.
I know, yeah, Nikki was saying. What's happened?
I thought I'm going to go out to Rosin and see if I can get a sub 25. Looking at my mega 10k time, I thought, oh yeah. But I'd been away, and I think I tried to shove too much in.
What, sub 25 10k?
No, sub 25 4 miles.
Fucking hell, thank you. Well, then.
It's the same.
I was about to send the drug boys round. I wouldn't enjoy it. The third one was fucking hell.
But I thought, if I think I had probably, based on my first 4 miles of the 10k, I think I probably had about 4 seconds to shave off or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought I can find that over just the 4 miles. So I went out and I thought I'd had a bit of a tight calf, but it felt all right in the warm up. But I'd done 18 hilly miles the day before. I think I'd done 10 buggy miles the day before that, and 11 threshold session the day before that. I was trying to shove it all in.
Yeah.
Too much. And I was running, and I got to a mile and a half. Thought I'm just going to stride out a bit, that one straight, roughly where we started the 10k. And I just felt this pop in my calf. And I went, oh, it didn't hurt. But then I could walk on my toe, and I could walk on my, I could put my foot flat.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that sort of roll. And so I had to hobble back to the start. I was gutted.
How is it now?
It's a lot better.
Resting, pal. Learn from everyone else's mistakes.
I know.
And you can have a couple of days, a week or two off.
yeah, I feel like I know my body, and that was the first time I went into a race, and I was thinking, I'm not sure I'm going to get out the other end of this.
Yeah.
And that was the first time, and I was right. And I should have just listened. I wasn't running it until the day before. I got it.
Don't get greedy,
I
Carl.
decided.
Don't get too greedy.
I know,
Mm.
and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. But I feel like I could run on it now. But I've been doing a bit of cross training and rower, and I'm gonna give it a few more days just to make sure. And then I got a massage Thursday, and then I'm gonna see if I can run on it Thursday, Friday, or probably Friday now.
Good.
Yeah,
So,
be sensible in it now. It's like no the risk.
feels better than before. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been waking up in the mornings like before, and I was going, oh, it's really tight. But now, since I've injured it, I'm going, oh, it's great now.
Mine,
Brilliant.
I seen like somebody like mine's gone really tight, and I seen someone else on Instagram's gone really. Perhaps it's just calf season and everyone's a but
Stretch,
no, fuck that. I haven't got time.
hydrate.
No,
God, I
don't be
haven't got
silly.
time for them things.
Right. Absolute pleasure to spend some time with you, Carl. Thanks so much for giving us some time.
Sorry, I've waffled on a bit.
No, that's your job. Like, that's where we get people. Imagine someone come on and just didn't waffle. We'd struggle so bad.
Yeah. Like. It would just be like,
yeah,
they wouldn't still be going.
Exactly. But you're not going anywhere yet. Yeah, exactly. I'd still be just like talking about being pregnant. But we'll take a quick break and then we're back for a couple of questions and then you can go. You happy with that?
Yeah, bring it on.
We will be right back. Welcome back to the runs. Nearly time to wrap it up. But first, we've got our token questions. Nick, do you want to start?
Yes, Carly. Right, here we go. Favourite distance?
10K now.
Because you smashed it.
It was marathon, but 5K, 5K hurts too much.
Yeah.
Half marathon, I used to quite like that, but it's just a bit. But 10K didn't seem to as uncomfortable as the 5K. Maybe I should have run it a bit harder.
Yeah.
But,
That's what I was going to say. We didn't run hard enough.
yeah. But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Favourite shoe?
I think my heart is still with the Alpha Fly ones.
Oh, great shoe.
I really like those. They just wore well. Yeah, but I am torn. Because I think I ran my first marathon in the Alpha Fly ones. In fact, yeah, I ran my first marathon in the Alpha Fly ones, and they were brilliant. I think they still got the sort of responsiveness for a little bit of the quicker stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I do love the Pumas. That's stories. So I am torn. I have two favourite shoes. I wear one on each foot.
Imagine the shape on that. Fine.
We'll take it. Favourite runner?
Probably Innes Fitzgerald at the moment. I absolutely love watching her. She's just smashing it, and she's under 20. You know,
mad, innit?
I can't wait to see what she's got left to bring. What she's going to be like.
I know, we need to pick that DM back up because we nearly got it sorted and then race season started.
Yeah.
I think I saw her first of all at Cardiff 5K. When did she win it, didn't she?
She wins everything.
Was it a couple of years ago? And she's she's just brilliant. She's everywhere now, isn't she? And just smashing records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be LA Gold, I reckon. Or close to it. Calling it. Anyway, favourite race?
I think it's got to be our little local rat raid. It's just a lovely little day run by one of the local clubs, Fairwater, and it's like mini castles and just the support and the organisation, it's just lovely. Yeah.
Good shout. I've done it a few times.
Before the next one, have you got one eye on a castle's leg next year, Carl?
Sorry, what was that?
Have you got one eye on a castle's leg next year?
Well, it's hard. I'm a bit funny with the castles. I've only been up once when I was with Griff. They that was, I think, the first time in like many years that they got that they did it, and I was pregnant. I think I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant, and I went up to support, and I was just hot and I was just bothered, and I just felt like I was queuing in traffic, like trying to get to the next leg. So I think if I was to do it, because I know Liswerry had a ladies team this year, I think I'd want to be on the Liswerry Fun Bus. So yeah.
Yes, you have got an eye on the castle. Sorry, carry on, Nick.
No problem. Last one from me, bucket list race.
I think it would have to be that wine marathon in France.
I can't believe he's fallen out there, because that is his bucket list one as well. So hopefully he gets back on now. But that, what's it called? The Stables or something, isn't it? Marathon the Stables.
I saw when it was like Marathon Maydoc or something.
That's it,
yeah.
Yeah, the Stables is the one that goes through the deserts, isn't it? Very different.
It's like compulsory fancy dress.
Yeah.
And about 23 glasses of wine. So I think I could get onto that.
Absolutely. I'll have to. It's not letting me do anything with him. Hang on. Anyway, while he tries to get back on, what if you had to pick a shoe out of the Alpha Fly one and the Puma? Because I'm not as lenient as Nikki.
I think it would have to be the Puma. Maybe. Oh, I don't know.
No.
I think they are slightly more aggressive. They are quicker. They are a quicker shoe.
Fair.
And I just think the way Nike have gone with their Alpha Fly, they've made them definitely more of a marathon shoe. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced about the Puma for a marathon shoe. But I think Nike have gone Alpha Fly 3's more marathon-y. So I think, yeah, it'd probably be the Puma.
Yeah. You back with us, Nick?
Sorry, yeah, I don't know what happened then. It kicked me out.
Sorry. She picked Marathon de Murdoch, or whatever we call it. The one you want to do as well.
Great choice. That's on my list.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. I'm not sure I could stomach the wine now.
It's better than gel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, why don't they make gel wine flavour and wine consistency?
Oh, shit. Yeah, that would be... Oh, I don't know. I don't like wine. I give Nikki like a load of wine. It's not for me, wine. But, yeah, I wouldn't do that. My dream would be like you said, Amsterdam half earlier, but to go back and like you have the wine stops where you have like maybe half a dope cake or something instead.
Slide to the end.
Yeah, you'll be fine, like living a dream. Right. Our stable questions as well, obviously. I'm sure you know these by now, Carl. Who's going to play Carly Stone in a movie of her life? You've been thinking about this for 12 months, I imagine.
I have, actually. I was thinking, and I first came up with, is it Jennifer Lawrence?
Oh, like, she's the best.
Yeah. But then I was watching The Good Place, and I was like, oh, Kristen Bell. She's a bit like...
I'm not a fan of her in that. Is that the series?
Yeah.
But in film, she's like funny and quirky as well, isn't she?
Yeah. I like the quirkiness, but I like Jennifer Lawrence as like the person that she appears, rather than like her in the Hunger Games. That wouldn't be.
Yeah.
She'd have to play me like her.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
right.
I think I'll go with Jennifer Lawrence.
We'll allow it. And what song are you adding to the playlist?
Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden.
Bloody hell. Not much violin in that, is it?
No. I did have to think of that. It's like, is it? No.
Right, I don't know what's happened to Nicky. He's going to be like a bear with a sore head. Now, lucky my phone has just died because he blames himself for having rubbish Wi-Fi. But, Carl, thank you so much for giving us some time. It's always a pleasure. No, that's fine. Hopefully we bump into you now on the weekend down in, here he is, one more try. Down in Tonopandi.
Yeah.
But, yeah, apart from that, I hate it when I have to end these as well because I'm rubbish and Nicky's much better. But we will see you on the start line somewhere soon. Thank you very much.
Bye.